All right, back to work, you scallywag. Come along, Honeymint. If you are going to complain about the cold and wet and possibly threaten me with wet apparently turning into frozen pips, then we must go ahead and get to work on making sure we have campfires and anything else to keep our pips warm, since apparently no one around here can stand wet socks. Not that I can blame them. But hello everyone, and welcome back to our brand new village of Ahoy there, where we are being led this time by Captain O'Captain as he is going ahead and he is guiding the first 4 of our little villagers through their first few days of life here on our island, which I really hope that we are going to be expanding, exploring, putting a lot of effort into being able to access every nook and cranny of the resources that we see here. And hopefully we can do that with aplomb and speed. And I also wonder if now that we have the town hall down, our pips will still be able to walk through the water, but if they can, that'll be very useful. And basically, here we go. We have yet to meet the domains and see who is going to be our strongest foe. But for now, we're eating handfuls of berries and bread while we prepare ourselves for the coming days. We're also gathering up some raw fish, sorry little fish, while one of the other elders, it seems, or maybe just a white-haired child named Lilite, after the patron who was the last child born in our last village of Downhill One Way that kind of died with the cold death of the universe. I like to imagine that they have joined us to provide their wisdom and druidic thinking, which we'll hopefully be putting down soon, to our wonderful little island, so that maybe we'll survive this time. I'm trying to stay super optimistic about that. But all right, so it's gonna be interesting. We've never been on an island before. We are indeed still on hard difficulty. I gave so much thought to the think of how we would be able to go ahead and potentially survive and thrive last time. Now I'm wondering if I should have another thinking spot just to kind of speed the thinking up a little, but maybe gathering some extra wood will be helpful. We'll have to see. But truly, we don't know if it is going to be enough until we are challenged. And isn't that kind of a deeper theme in life as a whole? Not really knowing whether or not... Oh, where's my... Okay, come on, guys. We just started. I don't need any fights or anything. How are you guys doing? I can't even see which pips those are anymore. Clueless! Oh, Taste the Rain gained the clueless quirk, not the smartest. Oh, why is it that like... Okay, actually that makes sense. I was gonna say, why is it that one of the first things that our pips do in every new village is they find the one who's like the most clueless? But actually, if there's only like 5 of us and we're all trying to survive, I think very quickly we would sort of, you know, stratify who should be a thinker and who we maybe need to side-eye and admit might not be the best thinkers. Oh dear. All right, well, let's see. Now we have some of those raw fish, and I have to admit, they don't look terribly appealing, and it is taking a heckin' moment to be able to make any progress on getting some thinking done, apparently. So maybe I'll put another thinker's post out like somewhere, and we can always take it down, but I would like to be able to think a little faster than this. No offense, Light. So maybe we'll have somebody work on that instead of the fish so that we can start preparing a campfire sooner than later. Excellent, excellent. I don't know if I would actually, you know, have Taste the Rain be the one who's our thinker, all considering. I wonder if you get like a debuff if they're clueless. Maybe that would be really fun, actually, if you could try to have a pip who's a genius become a thinker. That could be really fun. Mal Beloved and Lilite are going ahead and still giving us a bit of research, and Taste the Rain is taking a little bit of a thinking break. That's fine. Taste the Rain, why don't you gather some fruit just so that we have that ready to go? And then once we have access to a bit more food than we did, and, you know, a bit of a faster way to think, we can start thinking about expanding our reach and welcoming in new pips to our community. Yay, campfire! This will be a new one for us. I made sure that raw food was forbidden and forced Pips to use campfires, even in summer. You never knew what might be hiding in the bellies of slaughtered animals. Ew. Having, you know, taken microbiology and some of my other biology courses in my biology classes, I have an idea of what's in there. And boy, that definitely helped with going vegan all those years ago, because once you see the parasites inside of fish from the grocery store that are considered like dead, so they're still allowed to be in there, you don't go back. No matter how much I loved sushi. But all right. Now that we know a campfire will be on the way, we should give a little bit more thought to some of the thinking we should do here. Maybe with a totem, and then I think the tall totem, yeah, the totematic temple is the one that gets +1 for each animal within one. You know what? That's gonna just take a heckin' time, isn't it? Versus like the paper maker will take a while. But I almost wonder if that's faster at this stage, especially with fewer people. We might have to give that a think as well, but you know what we probably should be thinking about? Maybe getting some of the crops in the ground while we have time. So actually I will have a field, or oh, you know, let's do sign first. Let's do sign so that we can expand our reach, and then we will start thinking about other things. Okay, and then let's see. Honey mint? Should we gather more wood, or should I have you actually go ahead? Ah, the campfire! How did I already forget about that? Yes, let us go ahead and perhaps build the campfire. How about right here? It's right next to the dwellings, and it will go ahead and give us a little bit of heat and a lot of bit of fish. So let's get that built. There we go. And meanwhile, we're still surviving off of the berries that Taste the Rain is collecting for us. Excellent. Let's carry on. Whoops, field collector. I meant to be researching the sign, but I guess that's just a sign of the times, you might say. Oh man, there's been a lot of little minor events so far. There's only 4 of the villagers and 1 elder, but okay, so far so good? I hesitatingly say. Let's see, +1 if, so the field collector doesn't need to be next to the woods, which is very, very useful for us, but I do need to like toss ourselves up here. Okay, there we go. Food comes in, food goes out, and we might need somebody back on fishing duty pretty soon. I'm not going to lie, perhaps this is kind of, you know, a start that is scraping along versus galloping like a lucky rabbit, but not all of us have lucky rabbits. Thank you very much, shaman of the dead villages. Might I remind you of uphill both ways and downhill one way? Captain will show her what's what. And now we have the field collector. By carefully observing the grass that grew all around the fields off-season, Pips were able to find new sources for hemp and seeds. Excellent. I wish we had the seed creator, but alas, we do not. Can I get the sign? Yeah, we can get the signpost. And then once we have the signpost, we can expand, I think, up north. And that might be a good place for fields. Or actually, over to the right would be a really good place for fields. That's plenty of room. Yeah, we might do that. All right, and then meanwhile, oh, our berry bush ran out. Oh, thank goodness Taste the Rain's already on it. Look at that. He's making us some fish. Oh, good job, Taste the Rain. I'm actually very impressed. I didn't expect, you know, him to just leap into that so quickly. Meanwhile, maybe it is indeed time for us to possibly think about adding to the village as time goes on. So why don't we put down one little cabin with all the wood that Honeymint has collected, and it will be able to hold at least a few new members of our community. Let's see, signpost. Wait, have I already researched signpost? No? Huh. Well, we'll see if this does it. And if not, I guess we'll have to use buoys to expand for a little bit too. Interesting. Does that give us signpost? Or does that mean we don't get signposts? I'm gonna have to give that a bit of a think. Maybe we don't know how to read signs, which doesn't bode well for having a scriptorium. Oh, here we go. Ah! This is the least confident start I've ever felt, to be honest. But the captain sees a warning from the sea. The sea has shown me that we have been careless with its gifts and that we must restore its balance. We will be fish food soon. Hang in there, Lilite. I know that kind of your entire universe did die, so you do have a lot of validity to say that, but we're going to do our best. I brought you here not to die, but to live, my dear crew. Aww. Let me tell you about my prophecy. Aww. According to what I saw, we will encounter many events in the near future. He's a captain who's going to go down with his ship. And a doom event awaits us at the end. We must prepare for it. Is this going to be cold and heat again? Oh my gosh, it is. I'm pretty sure. Heat domain? Yeah. So it's all heat all the way down? Really? You said we'd find a new life here. Can't blame Yellow Light. It's like you're being chased by fate. Silence, ye scallywags! You dare question me? The dooms ahead may be treacherous, but we have faced worse and come out victorious. This is what happens when you get, you know, a little too overconfident from being on the lucky side of a giant storm tidal wave. I bet once you ride like one of those huge waves once, you probably think that you're like just hot stuff all the way down. Now that you all know about the prophecy, we need to work hard to survive. Is it going to be hope and fear domain as the first one? I see we have been cursed. An omen is coming for us. Something bad is going to happen. Nope, it's heat. Dang it. Okay then. Well, that's gonna make life a little bit interesting, especially because for some reason I still don't have the signpost. And I mean, on the plus side, at least we're really wet, maybe? And we're gonna need hemp. Oh, dang it. Okay. This is gonna make life interesting really quickly, actually. I don't think this is a wind event, unfortunately, but let's see. Anything else that can produce cold at the moment? I don't think so. Not the wells, not like this. All right, we're gonna do our best. So maybe we will go ahead and put a buoy down over here so we can start working our way into these fields. And I think Taste the Rain's gonna add a lot of fish to this. We really do need more villagers. And we're gonna need to face this cold event. Oh boy. Taste the Rain, I think you're the one who we can utilize the most at the moment. I know it seems weird building a cottage right now, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to have more hands on deck. Oh, actually, that's true. We do need more hands on deck. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness gracious. And do the carrots get a boost for being grown next to water sources? Let us double check that, because I want to make sure we don't build something next to a good well spot if that is the case. Carrots, carrots. If field building is within 1. No, it's tomatoes that get a boost from the well. So it doesn't matter where we put this field collector, as long as we go ahead and I don't utilize this spot right there for anything other than a well. Because I'm pretty sure if we build a field on top of it, I will lose that trickle of spring water. The very alluring trickle of spring water that I very, very muchly hope will provide us with a lot of future resources. Let's see, +1 if field building within 1. Well, I could build 2 fields here. And if I spent 1 more day putting another buoy out, that's not really going to help me the most. So, well, field collectors aren't too difficult to rebuild if needed. Taste the Rain if you don't mind. But we are eating raw fish now, so somebody, Honeymint, if you don't mind making some cooked fish, that should get us by for a day or 2. We do need someone fishing again, though. Mal Beloved, I think you might need to come down. Well, actually, okay, look, we're not going to be able to get enough hemp in time to get the fan by tomorrow. So I'm going to let Mal Beloved gather fish instead. See? See? Kind of like a chaotically choreographed dance, but we're going to do our best. Oh my goodness gracious. I really think having some fields is going to be more important than I realized. All right, hang in there, my little piplings. Now's not the time to welcome a new little one from the sea and, like, have a baby. But maybe we will be able to get a fan built sooner than later. We're gathering hemp here. Do we have enough wood? We do not have enough wood. Honeyman, to the woods! And then we do need more fish in a little bit from Malbeloved, so let's bear with it. Carry on, my piplings, carry on. I am beginning to fear that this may be a little bit more of a difficult situation than anticipated, but at least it's an omen versus like a doom event. Oh, what's going on? Honeyman, where are we going? Are you inquiring after someone's health with well wishes? Because that's adorable. Aww. Good wishes. That's so cute. There you go, little villagers. Pretty sure that was Honeyman and Mao. I wish that you could still like just kind of see their names as they run about, but alas, we can no longer. However, at least we have a fan now. Pips designed these fans to provide a bit of cooling against the heat. Pretty ingenious, don't you think? Yes, yes it is. Now, we gotta get the fans built and also food. Oh my gosh. Can I not build? Oh, because it needs flat terrain everywhere. Boy, heck am I glad that we can reach this spot. Let's see. And then we need food. A larger fan would be great, but we don't really have the room for that right now. Oh boy. And the Fisher hut, suddenly extremely important. Let's make sure we start working on that, shall we? Meanwhile, if we're gonna get this built, we don't have enough wood. The fish, we need fish too. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna have to prioritize. I don't think we can deal with this omen at the moment. Do we already have the hemp? We already have the hemp, so taste the rain. We need some cooked fish or else we're going to be really sad about losing out on what we've gathered. And then, Malbeloved, after you gather these fish, I shall send you yeeting very, very hard up into building this fan. And we'll see if we can endure the first of these challenges. If we get a moment to breathe, we can welcome in a new little scallywag. Because I need more hands on deck. Oh dear. But we've been doing well wishes and figuring out who can't solve like little puzzles because they're a bit clueless lately. Does that count for anything? But alright, so let's see. I think that we can indeed get the fan built, thankfully. Due to Honeyman's diligent wood collecting, we're contemplating how the Fisher hut probably needs to be upgraded sooner than later or else we're going to be very sad. And then taste the rain? Maybe you could help out, let's see, Fisher hut or fan. We're not gonna have enough wood for more fans just yet. So actually get ahead on food and maybe we'll be able to like I said, welcome in another scallywag soon. Oh gosh darn it, it's already omen day. And we have just started to make progress. Like I said, perhaps there is a sense of the deck like just absolutely tossing under my feet right now. But at least it's just Taste the Rain is stunned for 3 days at this stage. There may be choppy seas ahead, but that's not as bad as it could have been. And I am optimistic-ish about our future. Sort of. So we're gonna do our best. But alright, my friends, slowly but surely we try to make a bit of progress fighting back against what we must. In this case, the heat of summer encroaching very, very, very quickly upon our heels. And we are indeed doing what we can to try to expand the village. Should I do that just now? Probably. Like, let's just dive on in. Honeyman, Mao, more hands on deck, please. But we have had our first blow. It's not as bad as it could be. It's just lay there for a minute, taste the rain, and literally taste the rain, and contemplate how this probably just feels like being slapped by a fish. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be totally fine. Totally. It's not polite to lie. I have no more words. I'll see you next time.